Hello everyone. So today we are going to start the second part of this lesson, Reach for the Top. It is about Maria Sharapova. So you might have known about Maria Sharapova. So before you read some examples are given there, you check that one. A Russian girl, Maria Sharapova, reached the summit of women's tennis when she was barely 18. As you read about her, see if you can draw a comparison between her and Santosh Yadav. So we know about Santosh Yadav. Santosh Yadav born in a family, in a small family, and she was the only girl in that family. Her parents doesn't like her to send schools, but she studied herself and she fight against the system. And she climbed the Mount Everest. She became the only woman to climb the Mount Everest twice. So now check who is Maria Sharapova. Here some words are given there. Match the following. So this one you have to do before reading the lesson. After reading, you can check whether you have matched it properly. Okay. So the same way as you read on, look for the sentences to these questions. Why was Maria sent to the United States? Why didn't her mother go with her? What are her hobbies? What does she like? What motivates her to keep going? So let's go to the lesson. There is something disarming about Maria Sharapova, something at odds with her ready smile and glamorous attire. And that something in her lifted her on Monday, 22nd August 2005 to the world #1 position in women's tennis. All this happened in almost no time. So something is there in Maria Sharapova. Something odd. She had a glamorous attire and he had a beautiful smile. But behind that, something is there. That's her willpower might be. That something made her to become the #1 tennis player in the world, women's tennis player in the world. Poised beyond her years, the Siberian-born teenager took just 4 years as a professional to reach the pinnacle. So here, she was just 4 years after starting that professional tennis, she reached the pinnacle. That is, she became the #1 position. So here you can see the picture of Maria Sharapova. Maria Sharapova won the women's singles at Wimbledon in 2004. Okay, you can see this picture. However, the rapid ascent in a fiercely competitive world began 9 years before, with a level of sacrifice few children would be prepared to endure. Little Maria had not yet celebrated her 10th birthday when she was packed off to train in the United States. So remember, she was born in Siberia, but this one, how she became the greatest achiever before that. She just 4 years only she started professional tennis, but before that it started. That is, she didn't reach the 10th age, barely 10-year-old when she packed off to United States. That trip to Florida with her father Yuri launched her on the path to success and stardom. So her father is Yuri, so they both went to Florida, United States. But it also required a heart-wrenching 2-year separation from her mother, Yelena. So she and her father went to United States and her mother couldn't go. Her mother's name is Yelena. The latter was compelled to stay back. Latter here means her mother, that is the second one, was compelled to stay back in Siberia because of visa restrictions. So her mother couldn't go with her to United States because of the visa restrictions. The 9-year-old girl had already learned an important lesson in life, that tennis excellence would only come at a price. She learned new lesson. That is, whatever the success, whatever the excellence, whatever the success we need, that will come only at a price. We have to we have to pay for it. We have to. Here she left her mother at home and she went to United States. She learned it, a new lesson. I used to be so lonely, Maria Sharapova recalls. I missed my mother terribly. My father was working as much as he could to keep my tennis training going, so he couldn't see me either. So look, remember, she's a young girl, very young girl, 9-year-old girl. So she said that she was feeling so lonely. Used to be so lonely because her mother was not with her. Her father was working very hard to keep her tennis training going. Need money for that. So he was working very hard. So what happens there? They both are living together, father and she living together. But even though they both couldn't see each other because he was working very hard for money. Because I was young, I used to go to bed at 8 p.m. So she was a young girl, so she used to go to bed at 8 p.m. The other tennis peoples would come in at 11 p.m. and wake me up and order me to tidy up the room and clean it. So remember, as a young girl, she used to sleep at 8 p.m. But other tennis students, pupils, other tennis trainees, what they will do, they will reach the room at 11 p.m. and ask her to wake up and order her to tidy the room, clean the room. Instead of letting that depress me, I became more quietly determined and mentally tough. So that thing, it didn't depress her. Instead, what happened? She quietly determined and mentally tough. She got the willpower. I learned how to take care of myself. She learned from that incident. She learned to take care of herself. I never thought of quitting because I knew what I wanted. Even though they were doing such type of things, she didn't feel to quit the tennis because she knew what she wanted. When you come from nothing and you have nothing, then it makes you very hungry and determined. So if you are coming from nothing, that means you don't have anything. You don't have anything. You are working hard to get something, to reach something. Then definitely you will never fail. You will have the hungry and determination. You will have that hungry to get the success. That Maria Sharapova said. So she was coming from a poor family. You remember that one? So that from a poor family, she doesn't have the money. Whenever she was getting depressed, that is, whenever other people are depressing her, she was thinking about herself, what she wanted, and she didn't quit it. And she was always trying to reach the success. I would have put up with much more humiliation and insults than that to steadfastly pursue my dream. So she remembered, to go with my dream, I have to face much more humiliation. The people humiliate you, make fun of you. They will treat you like something other. But you have to face it all and you will get some insults. You face it. You overcome these all things. And if you have the dream, you should go and get the dream. That toughness runs through Maria even today. That toughness still it is run through Maria Sharapova. It was the key to her bagging the women's singles crown at Wimbledon in 2004 and to her meteoric rise to the world #1 spot the following year. So because of that toughness, that willingness to pursue the dream, that made her to become the women's singles crown. That is, she won Wimbledon in 2004. And next year, she became the #1 women's world player. While her journey from frozen plains of Siberia to the summit of women's tennis has touched the hearts of tennis fans, for the youngster herself, there appears to be no room for sentiment. The straight looks and the answers she gives when asked about her ambition make it amply clear that she considers the sacrifices were worth it. I'm very, very competitive. I work hard at what I do. It is my job. This is her mantra for success. So there was no place for sentiments in her life. That's why whenever she get a question, her answers will be very straight and clear. It shows that what is she needed. She said she was very competitive. She worked hard for whatever she do. That is her job. Though Maria Sharapova speaks with a pronounced American accent, she proudly parades her Russian nationality. So even though she speaks in American accent English, but she proudly parades her. She likes Russia. That is her nationality. Clearing all doubts, she says, I am Russian. It is true that the US is a big part of my life, but I have Russian citizenship. My blood is totally Russian. I will play the Olympics for Russia if they want me. So she's very proud about Russia. She said, I have Russian citizenship and I will play for Russia in the Olympics if they want. So she liked Russia more than US. She lived in US, but she liked Russia more because she was a Siberian. Remember, she was born in Siberia. Like any number of teenage sensations, Maria Sharapova lists fashion, singing and dancing as her hobbies. So it's here her hobbies, like fashion, singing and dancing, all are her hobbies. She loves reading the novels of Arthur Conan Doyle. You know Arthur Conan Doyle. Who is Arthur Conan Doyle? Arthur Conan Doyle is a writer of Sherlock Holmes. Okay. Her fondness of sophisticated evening gowns appears to odds with her love of pancakes with chocolate spread and fizzy orange drinks. So here her likes evening gowns and pancakes, chocolate spread, fizzy orange drinks, everything she likes. Maria Sharapova cannot be pigeonholed or categorized. Her talent, unwavering desire to succeed and readiness to sacrifice have lifted her to the top of the world. So we cannot categorize her, we cannot pigeonhole her because her talent to come to her desire to success. That is, she sacrificed everything. She would sacrifice anything to get the top of the world. So few would grudge her the riches she is now reaping. This is what she has to say about her monetary gains from tennis. Of course, money is a motivation. Tennis is a business and sport. But the most important thing is to become number one in the world. That's a dream that kept me going. So whenever anybody asks about the money, what she earned, the huge money that she earned from the tennis, then she will say, yes, of course, money is a motivation. Money is a motivation. It needed. She knows she was coming from a poor family. How much her father struggled for her training and everything she know. So she says, yes, money is a motivation. Tennis is a business and a sport. The most important thing is to become number one in the world. That is the dream that kept her going. So this is a wonderful story about Maria Sharapova, and you can understand how it compare. You can compare both Santosh Yadav and Maria Sharapova. So here you have some questions and other things are there, works are there. That all we'll do here. Now we are winding up our class here. So if you have any doubts about this part, you can ask it in the comment box. So we have finished the story Maria Sharapova. So have a nice day. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.